Hey guys, Sleepy here, and welcome to a collection video. Today we're going to take an updated look at my Xbox One and Xbox Series X collection. I actually had a request from this. One of my videos, someone had left a comment like, when are you going to show an updated collection video of your Xbox One collection? And so that's what I'm filming here. The last one I filmed was back in August of last year, so like 9 months ago. I have added quite a few titles since then, so I figured, you know, might as well film an updated one for 2023. So this is going to be all the games that I own for Xbox One and Xbox Series X. We'll start off with the regular games, and then we'll end with the various collector's editions that I own for the console. I do own 264 titles, so I own a lot. So let's get started. First up, we have Doom Eternal, which I love the Doom games, and this one is awesome. Can't wait to get a chance to play. I only played a few minutes of it, but really enjoyed it. Great game. Watch Dogs, which is really cool. I only played a little bit of this, but I really enjoyed it. I know there's a Watch Dogs 2, and there's also, I think, Watch Dog Legions, but I'm not sure how those are. You guys will have to let me know, but I would like to pick those up maybe for the collection, check them out, but I did have fun with this one. Mighty Number 9, which I also have the collection edition for, but that one's actually buried behind other ones on the gaming wall, and I didn't want to get it out, but I do have a collector's edition of this as well. This is basically a spiritual successor to the Mega Man series. It was a fun game. I like that one. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Deluxe Edition. There is the new Fallen Jedi Survivor game that I would like to get later this year, but I do need to beat this one. It's basically like Star Wars, but it's like plays similar to like a Dark Souls game, but it was really fun. I do need to go back and beat it, but I love this one. Awesome Star Wars game. If you never played it, highly recommend this one. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. This is awesome. It's like Grand Theft Auto, but set in Hong Kong. Really good remaster of the 7th gen version that they released here for Xbox One. Great game. Highly recommend it. Skylanders Trap Team, which I love the Skylander games. Skylanders Swap Force. And none of these are in any particular order. They're just all mixed up. Battle Chasers Night War. I got this on clearance from Walmart. Don't know much about it, but it looked kind of fun. So this one I do need to check out. Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. I absolutely love this game. This is an awesome Lord of the Rings game. I got all the DLC for this, and I 100% completely beat this game. I love the Nemesis system as well, where you get to, you know, dominate different orcs, and they have all kinds of different personalities and stuff. Really fun game. Definitely recommend that one. Sin More X. Title I got that was recommended to me. I have not played it before, but it looks really fun because it is a side-scroll shoot 'em up, and I do love those, so looking forward to eventually checking that one out. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which I love the Assassin's Creed series, but I have not got to play this one yet. Looks fun. Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, which I like the Dishonored series, so I had to pick all those up for Xbox One. Dying Light, which I never got a chance to play, but I have heard really good things about the Dying Light series, so I would like to play it eventually. Battlefield 1, I played just for the campaign in the game. I don't play the multiplayer or anything, but the campaign is fun on that. The Ghostbusters, a video game remastered. I love the Ghostbusters video game. I own all the different versions for it for all different platforms, and I have beat this multiple times on 360. I beat it once on Xbox One, but I do need to go back and beat it on the hardest difficulty, the professional one again. Really fun game. It's basically the third movie we never received. Jurassic World Evolution. This is basically a Jurassic Park building game where you build your own park, similar to that Jurassic Park Operation Genesis that was released on the old original Xbox and PS2. Fun game. Lichdom Battle Mage. Just look kind of fun. Got it on clearance at Walmart. Not sure how it is. Lords of the Fallen Limited Edition. This is an awesome game. It's kind of like Dark Souls, but not as difficult. Another really fun game that I enjoy. Divinity 2 Original Sin Definitive Edition. I love the Divinity games. This one's a really fun game. Definitely recommend that one. Mass Effect Andromeda. Really good game. I have all the DLC for this, and I also have the Collector's Edition strategy guide for it. Really fun action RPG. Would recommend that. Yuan Shaoan 7. Awesome action RPG set in ancient China. Really fun game. I went through and completely beat this. Had a blast with it. It's one of the first ones in this series to actually come to America. Love it. Recommend it. The limited day one edition of Blackguards 2. I got this on clearance at GameStop. I have not played it, but I heard good things about it, so I would like to try that one out. Lost Judgment. So this is part of the Yakuza series. I still need to get the first Judgment one because I want to play that before I play this sequel, but I got this on GameFly for a good price. Outward. This is a really awesome action RPG that has all kinds of different elements where you actually have to play and deal with like being sick and eating and stuff. Really cool elements. Definitely recommend that one. Another action RPG here is Elex. This is a really good game, but very, very difficult. Really fun game by Piranha Bytes. If you've played their games before, you'd know what I'm talking about. Really good one. And then I have 2 copies of Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. I bought one, and then I have one gifted to me. So I have a sealed copy and an open copy. And one's a Canadian version and one's a US version, but really good game. Definitely recommend that. Got Borderlands 3, pretty cool. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, I got for $10 on clearance at Family Video, which has Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and Borderlands 2. And then I also got Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, which I love the Borderlands games, and I have them all for the Xbox One. Great one. Star Wars Battlefront Deluxe Edition, I was very disappointed in this game. It has since added patches and added stuff to it, but this is definitely not as good as the classic Battlefront games that we got on the PlayStation 2 or the original Xbox. It's fun, but it was still a disappointment for me. The Persistence, this is an interesting horror game which you can actually download an app for, and someone can either help you or hinder your progress. Really fun game, definitely worth checking out. The 20th Anniversary Edition of Duke Nukem World Tour 3D. Really awesome classic Duke Nukem game. Love this. I need to go and beat it. Day 1 edition of Just Cause 4. Awesome game. Homefront The Revolution. I love this game. I beat the main story, but I have not beat the DLC for it. Really good game. Remnant from the Ashes. This is another game that plays like the Dark Souls kind of games, except that you have guns and melee weapons and stuff. So really cool. Here's Chronos from the Ashes. Another one that is like Dark Souls, but this one just has like swords and magic and stuff. Really cool. Immortal Unchained. This is another one that's like a Dark Souls game with weapons and stuff. Got it on a good deal from GameStop. Really fun game. I also got Mortal Shell. Another one I got from GameStop. That's also another game that plays like a Dark Souls kind of game. Pretty cool. Game of Thrones, the Telltale series, which I love those Telltale games. You know, they're little story games. You have different choices and endings and stuff you can get. Choose with what kind of characters die. Really fun game. It was a really fun one. Enjoyed that. Next up we have The Surge, which is an RPG, but I have not got a chance to play, but it looks fun. Lego Marvel Avengers, which I love the Lego games. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Batman, the Telltale series, awesome game. Beat this one, loved it. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, or Definitive Edition. Resident Evil 6, which is not the best Resident Evil game, but I still enjoy playing the story on that. Shaq Fu, A Legend Reborn. That was a really fun side-scrolling beat-em-up. If you guys have played the old Shaq Fu game, you guys will know the infamous history of that, but this one is definitely fun. I would recommend it. And Monster Hunter World, which is a cool game in that series. Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. So this was a re-release version of the one for the Xbox 360. Really fun action RPG. Warriors Orochi 4, which I love the Warriors series. Diablo 3 Reapers of Souls, the Ultimate Evil Edition. Awesome game. Love this. Dragon Age Inquisition Deluxe Edition. Awesome action RPG. Murdered Soul Suspect. I have not got a chance to play this before, but it was really fun. My brother beat it and liked it, so I picked up a copy from Family Video. Good game. Monopoly Family Fun Pack has a couple different Monopoly games. Great game to play with family and friends. I like playing it because I don't have to get out our actual physical board, and there's all kinds of different modes and stuff you can play. Really fun. Jagged Alliance Rage. This guy got on sale at GameStop. Looked kind of cool. Not sure too much about that. Lightspeed edition of Redout. Race Faster Than Ever. A really cool futuristic racing game. Far Cry 6, which I love the Far Cry series. I got this as a gift from my brother. Great game. Titan Quest, an awesome old PC isometric action RPG that they ported to modern consoles. Really cool. Far Cry Primal, which I would love to play. I have got a few recommendations about that, playing it this year, so would like to check it out. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition, great game. Far Cry 4 the Limited Edition. And Far Cry 5. All awesome games I would love to eventually beat. Next up we have the new version of Prey, which is a really fun horror game. Highly recommend this one. It's great. We Happy Few, I have not played, but this was recommended to me, so I would like to eventually play it. The Day 1 edition of The Sinking City. I love this game. I 100% beat it. Got all the 3 endings that are on it. Really fun, spooky game. You get to investigate and stuff. Highly recommend this one. It's awesome. Batman Return to Arkham. So this has Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City, which I have all the DLC for. I beat Arkham Asylum, and I'm working on beating Arkham City. Great games. This is a Stardew Valley Collector's Edition on clearance from Family Video. Really cool little game. Sunset Overdrive was given to me. Heard mixed things about it, so we'll have to eventually check it out and see how it is. This is on clearance from Walmart. Styx, Shards of Darkness. Battlefield Hardline, which was recommended to me by a buddy, so I need to still play that. Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection. Has all the different Mega Man Zero and ZX games on it. Pretty cool. Fade to Silence I got on clearance from Half Price Books. Just looked kind of cool, so I picked it up. Do need to play it, as I have heard good things about it. Wolfenstein the Youngblood. Have not played this one yet, but I love the Wolfenstein series. Next up, I got Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Got this on clearance at GameStop. Brand new and sealed for a good price. I will eventually go through and play this, but I've just got so many games on the backlog that this one's going to be on hold for a little bit. The Evil Within 2. This is the Trine Collection. Includes all 4 Trine games. Pretty cool. Dungeons 3 Extremely Evil Edition. I got on clearance from GameStop. Heard good things about this. I would like to eventually play it. Minecraft, the Xbox One edition. I'd got this for my son to play because he had liked it at the time. I played a little bit, but it's not that great. Pillars of Eternity, the Complete Edition. This is a fun little game. I definitely recommend that. The Rare Replay Collection has 30 hit games, 1 epic collection. Really awesome. Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. Absolutely love this game. It is amazing. Highly recommend this one. World to the West. I just got this year. It looked really cool and I got it for a good price, and I'm looking forward to playing. It's a little story adventure game. XCOM 2, the collection, has all the DLC for XCOM 2. Love the XCOM series, so this is definitely a must-own. State of Decay 2, the Ultimate Edition. Awesome game. Remothered Tormented Fathers. I've heard good things about this, so I got that. And then I also have Remothered Broken Porcelain, so I have both of those games. Zombie Army Trilogy I got for 10 bucks at Family Video. Awesome game, love it. Here's also Dragon Age Inquisition, the Game of the Year edition, which gave me all the DLC for it. Great. A Plague Tale Innocence. I played a little bit of this. It's a really interesting game. Had a lot of fun with that. Need to beat it. The Thief. The Wolf Among Us, a Telltale game. Love that. Lego Worlds. This is a really cool Lego game. You can build different Lego stuff. Really interesting. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Awesome game. Transformers Devastation. That's awesome Transformer game. Transformers Rise of the Darkspark. I love these Transformer games. They're always fun. I have Rage 2, which I have not played. I know my buddy Dean loves it, so I need to eventually play and beat it. Assassin's Creed Unity. I have not played this one yet, but I will eventually. And then I also have Diablo 3, the Eternal Collection, which has the Necromancer stuff for the DLC. Awesome game. I'm playing now through as a Necromancer because I beat this game as a mage, but now I want to beat it as a Necromancer. Really cool. Vikings, Wolves of Midgard. This is an awesome isometric action RPG with a Viking theme. Really cool. Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. That's awesome. Darksiders 3 is great. Dying Light The Following. Got some Resident Evil games here. We have Resident Evil Origins Collection, which just has Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1. Resident Evil Revelations, awesome game. Resident Evil Revelations 2 is also great. Resident Evil 2, awesome remake of the old Resident Evil 2. And also have Resident Evil 3 remake, which is great. Have Resident Evil 4, the regular version. I do not have the new remade version of it. I will like to get that one eventually. Also have Resident Evil 5. The Technomancer. This is an awesome game created by Spiders. It's a sequel to that Mars Warlogs game that I got digitally. Awesome game. The BioShock Collection, which this is all 3 BioShock games in one. Great collection, really awesome. Wolfenstein, The Old Blood, awesome game in the series. Wolfenstein, The New Order, also great. Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 has all kinds of classic Mega Man games, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then the first Mega Man Legacy Collection, which has Mega Mans 1 through 6. Awesome. Rogue Troopers Redux, which is a remastered version from the old Xbox One. Have Mafia 3. Don't Starve Mega Pack Edition, which has all the DLC in it. I played this on my brother's PlayStation 4 a long time ago. Really loved it, so I got my own copy. Great game. The Evil Within with a lenticular cover. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Love the Spider-Man games. This one was fun. Terminator Resistance. I love this game. This is the best Terminator game they have ever made. If you've never played it before, highly recommend you get it. It's awesome. And I also got Super Dungeon Bros, which just is a little fun indie game. Definitely recommend that. Next up is Vampire. This is an awesome vampire RPG. Highly recommend it. Dynasty Warriors 9. Not the best in the series, but I still enjoyed it. Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. This is an awesome game. Call of Duty Ghosts, which I know a lot of people hated this. I enjoyed the stories. I just play Call of Duties for the story. I don't play the multiplayer or anything, but I had fun with that. Dark Souls 2 Scholars of the First Sin. And Dark Souls 3. This is my Day 1 edition that came with my Collector's Edition. Dead Rising 1. Dead Rising 3. And Dead Rising 4. I love the Dead Rising games, so I'm glad to have all those in my collection. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. This is an awesome action RPG ported from the 360. Great game. Call of Duty World War II, which I do need to play this and beat it. I've heard really good things about it. Biomutant. This is a really cool action RPG where you get to play as this marsupial character. You can create your own one. Really fun game. Need to get back to beating this. Crackdown 3. I beat the first 2 Crackdowns, but I never played 3, and I'm looking forward to eventually playing through and beating this one. The Darker Pictures Anthology, Man of Medan. The Darker Pictures Little Hope. And the Darker Pictures House of Ashes, which there is a 4th one I need to get. This is a really cool little horror series that I would like to play through. I got them all except for that 4th one, which I do need to pick up sometime. Next up, I do own Recore, the Definitive Edition, which is a really interesting action RPG I had a lot of fun with. I need to finish beating that. Mafia, the Definitive Edition. I did beat this. Awesome game. Love Mafia games. This game was great. Highly recommend this one. Dishonored 2. Dishonored, the Definitive Edition. Love the Dishonored games, so really happy to have those. Arslan, the Warriors of Legend, a Koei Tecmo game, so it plays kind of like Dynasty Warriors. I love those games, so this is great. The Day 1 edition of Just Cause 3. Have all the DLC for this. Excellent game. Call of Cthulhu, which I do have the old Call of Cthulhu on the original Xbox. I have this Xbox One version. I've not played before, but I've heard good things. I like that old one on Xbox, so I would like to play it and see if how different it is from that old game. But it looks cool. Darksiders Genesis, which this is like an isometric action RPG. Great game. And then I also picked up that Agony game, which I had just heard that this game is really violent and odd and strange. So I picked it up on clearance from Family Video, and I do want to play it sometime and see how fucked up it is, because I heard it's a really messed up game, but it looks cool. Next up is Alfred Hitchcock's Vertical, the Limited Edition. Pretty cool game. Plays like the Telltale games. Cloudpunk, this is an awesome indie game. Highly recommend that. Warhammer 40,000, Necromunda Hired Gun. Awesome first-person shooter. Can't recommend this enough. Heavy metal music, tons of blood and gore and action. It's great. Greedfall. Awesome. I got the DLC for this. This is a third-person action RPG. It's amazing. Elden Ring, love this game. You know, part of the Souls series. It's a lot easier, has a lot more content than the other games. My favorite in that series. Excellent game. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, basically a spiritual successor to Castlevania. It's awesome. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which I like Dragon Ball Z, and I've not got a chance to play this yet, but it looks really fun, so glad to have that. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection has a whole bunch of different Street Fighter games to play. Great collection of those if you love fighting games. Alien Isolation, the Nostromo Edition. I have all the DLC for this. This is a really great, this is a masterpiece. I'm only halfway through the game. I need to go back and beat it. This game is awesome, especially if you play with headphones on it. It's really freaky, and that alien can really mess with you and fuck with your mind. Great game. The Lego Movie Video Game 2. Garfield Kart Furious Racing. There's actually a Mario Kart clone with Garfield. It's kind of neat. Dying Light 2 Stay Human. Still need to play that. Quantum Break. Looks kind of cool. Battle Worlds Chronos. Looks kind of interesting. Devil May Cry 5, which I love the Devil May Cry games. I need to play and beat that. The Dead Island Definitive Collection, which has Dead Island and the Riptide Dead Island for Xbox One. I need to play and beat this. It looks great. I played the original versions, but not this one. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Really cool Dragon Ball Z fighting game. And I also got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Kind of cool. Another Dragon Ball Z fighting game. Darksiders, the War Mastered Edition, which I love the Darksiders games. Assassin's Creed Chronicles, which is side-scrolling Assassin's Creed games. 3 of them, really cool. Shadows Awakening, this is an awesome action, or isometric action RPG. Lego Jurassic World, I love the Lego games, and you get to go through all 4 of the movies, really cool. There's the Lego Dimensions, where I do have the starter pack for this. And here's Kingdom Come Deliverance Special Edition. Love this game, have all the DLC. A very interesting third-person and first-person action RPG. I think it might be just first-person only. Like a Dragon Ishin, awesome game in the Yakuza series, really cool. This is an Xbox Series X only version of Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. Interesting game that I would like to check out. Heard mixed things about it. A regular copy of XCOM 2. Victor Vran Overkill Edition, which has the DLC. This is an isometric action RPG. Really awesome game. Observer System Redux. This is a really fun psychological horror story game. Highly recommend this one. First person, really good. A Warhammer Chaos Bane, which I got the upgrade to the Series X version. Really cool. Gravel, a racing game I got recently. I heard good things about it, so I would like to play it. The remastered version of Destroy All Humans. Pretty cool. Aliens Fireteam Elite. This is an awesome Aliens game. Third-person action game where you can play with other people or the AI. Really fun. The Witcher 3. Great third-person action RPG. Loved it. The Metro Redux. You get Metros 2033 and Last Light. Awesome game. Love it. I also have Metro Exodus, the Complete Edition. I do have the Aurora Edition. You guys will see in a moment. Dolmen. I heard good things about this. Plays like the Dark Souls kind of games. Got it on clearance at GameStop. Pretty cool. Alan Wake Remastered. Loved Alan Wake. I beat this multiple times. Highly recommend it. It's great. The original State of Decay 1. This is the Day 1 edition. Pre-ordered it. Love this game. It's awesome. Onimusha Warlords. A port of the old PS2 game. Great. Empire of Sin, which I've heard good things about, but I've not played it yet, so I would like to check it out. The Outer Worlds, another action RPG I've heard good things about. I do need to get the DLC for this. They always have sales on it, so I'm going to pick that up sometime and eventually play this. Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fuel. This is a fun Crash Team Racing game. Foreclosed Still Sealed I got from Gamefly for a good price. It's a cel-shaded game. Heard good things about it, so I'd like to check it out. Mother Gunship I got for clearance. I think it was like $5 from Best Buy. Looks fun, so I would like to check it out. Also got a good deal for Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. My buddy Nick said that this game is really awesome, so I had to pick up a copy. Would like to eventually play it. Immortals Phoenix Rising, another action RPG that I heard was good. I got it on clearance at GameStop. Star Wars Squadrons, another game I got on clearance from GameStop. Would like to play it. Outlast Trinity, which has Outlast, Outlast Whistleblower, and Outlast 2. My son really loves the Outlast games, so I picked them up for him. I would like to play them myself, too. They are pretty cool. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, really awesome game. Love this one. It's great. Gears Tactics I just picked up last year. I've not got a chance to play it, but I really would like to play because it's like Gears of War, but it plays like XCOM. Looks awesome. Halo the Master Chief Collection. Tons of like 6 Halo games. Amazing collection. Upgraded for Xbox Series X. Absolutely must have. The Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition. After all the patches, these games are awesome. You get Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Awesome games. Definitely recommend those. Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. Love the game. It's awesome. World War Z was recommended to me. I haven't got to play it, but I've seen gameplay and it looked really fun. Need for Speed Heat. Love the Need for Speed series. This was recommended to me by a buddy, so I'm looking forward to eventually playing it. Desperados 3. Have not played it, but it'll look fun. Crash Bandicoot 4. It's About Time. My wife loves the Crash Bandicoot game, so do I, so that's why I picked this one up. Evil West. Pre-ordered this game. Absolutely love this game. Beat it. I do need to go back and beat it again, but on the hardest difficulty. NBA 2K18. NBA 2K17, NBA 2K16, and NBA 2K15. NBA 2K is one of the only sports series that I enjoy having in my collection, as I've been playing them since the original one on Dreamcast. Great series. Stubbs the Zombie, Rebel Without a Pulse. Port of the old original Xbox version. Really cool game. Batman, The Enemy Within. That's another Telltale series. I beat the first Batman one, but I have not beat this one, so I would like to beat it. It says a different take on Batman. Really cool game. Devil May Cry, the Definitive Edition. Really awesome game. The Walking Dead Collection, which is from Telltale, has a bunch of The Walking Dead episodes to go through. Great game. The Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Pretty cool. Road 96, which was recommended to me by a buddy. I've not played it yet, but it looks fun. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants in Manhattan. This game has been delisted and it's kind of hard to find. You can only play it if you have the physical version. You can't even download it anymore as it was delisted due to legal issues. Glad to have it. Fun Turtles game. Mud Runner Spin Tires game where you get to go through and play as an actual guy driving giant vehicles and stuff and get stuck in the mud. Look kind of cool. Got it at a thrift store. Pretty neat. The Lego Movie video game. The Lego Hobbit, awesome. The Lego Star Wars Force Awakens, which came with a Finn minifig. That was fun. Lego Marvel Superheroes, awesome. Gears of War Ultimate Edition. I love Gears of War, so when they release this remastered version, I absolutely love it. There is rumors that we might get a collection of Gears of War 2, 3, and Judgment, and this one, but who knows? We'll see if those rumors are true. Doom, the Slayers collection, which came with a bunch of classic Doom ones. You guys can see I got it brand new for $15.99 when they clearanced it. Also has a poster and a controller skin. Really cool. And then just a regular version of that Doom. Elix 2, a sequel to that Elix. I do want to play this, but I want to beat the first Elix. Heard really good things about this one as well. Mad Max. Excellent game. If you've never played it before, highly recommend it. I put a lot of time into this. I think like 60 or 70 hours, and I almost 100%ed it. Love this game. It is amazing. Gotta play it. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Game of the Year Edition, which has all the DLC. Resident Evil Biohazard, which I never got to play, but I got this for a good deal at GameStop. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. My brother gave me this when he gave me my Xbox Series X. Played a little bit of a fun RPG. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection. This game is awesome. Absolutely love it. Has a bunch of classic Turtle games to play from over the years. Great collection. Another Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Cool game. Ghostbusters game, an isometric game. It's not the best game in the world, but it still is a fun Ghostbusters title. Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate. Northgard. I don't know much about it, but it is like a RTS. Look kind of cool. Shenmue 1 and 2. Love the Shenmue game, so I had to have 1 and 2. Batman Arkham Knight, which I do have the collector's edition, which you guys will see here in a little bit. Alekine's gun. I don't remember too much about this, but it was recommended to me, so I had picked it up a while ago. Would like to eventually check it out. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, got it for the story. Rise, Son of Rome, one of the first games I got for the Xbox One. Love this game. It is awesome. When I think of the Xbox One launch, I always think about Rise, Son of Rome. This game is awesome, and I heard they're working on a sequel, so that's kind of cool. And I also own the Day 1 edition of it, as I would like to get the Day 1 editions of the launch titles for the Xbox One. Great game. Disco Elysium, the Final Cut. My buddy Dean recommended this to me, so I picked it up from Gamefly. I am looking forward to eventually playing it. Samurai Warriors 5, which I love the Samurai Warriors game, but this gives it kind of an anime look to it. I have not played it yet. I heard mixed things about it, but I love these games, so I'm sure I will enjoy it. Space Hulk Tactics, which is in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Got this for a good deal on clearance, brand new from Best Buy. Awesome game. And then also from Best Buy, I got Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus, which just plays like the XCOM games. Really fun. Alright guys, give me a moment and we'll check out the collector's editions that I own for Xbox One and Xbox Series X. Alright, let's take a look at the collector's editions that I have for Xbox One and Xbox Series X. First up, I have Metro Exodus, the Aurora Edition. Love this game. Came with a steelbook and some extras. I received this as a Valentine's Day gift from my wife, which is really cool. And then my brother, when he got rid of his Xbox Series X and Xbox One to me, he gave me his copy. So I actually have two of those. Love this collector's edition. Awesome game. I do need to beat this. Next up, we have the deluxe edition of Kingdom Hearts 3, which my wife wants to get in the Kingdom Hearts series, so I bought this for her. I also love the series. I'm going to keep it sealed until we both get to the third one. But I've heard, mixed things about it, but I really like the Kingdom Hearts series, so I got this collector's edition for both of us. Has some cool little bonus stuff in it as well, and I got it from one of my local game stores for a really good price. Next up, we have Middle-earth Shadow of War Gold Edition, which I got on day one. Love this game. I have not beat it yet, but I really enjoyed it. I beat the first one, but not this one. Love the Nemesis system in this. It's really enhanced from the first one, and I have all the DLC and everything for this. Love this game. Highly recommend. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you should definitely pick this up. The Elder Scrolls Online Imperial Edition. You guys will see the big box that I have for it up on top of my game shelf here in just a little bit. But there's the steelbook that came with it. The Sonic Mania Plus collection was really cool. They even sent me the reversible cover art because my copy was missing the reversible artwork where it looked like a Sega Genesis. So all you had to do was contact the developers, email them, and they would send you a free replacement cover. I did get the replacement cover for this. This is an awesome Sonic game, 2D Sonic game, really cool with some new Sonic characters. We have Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. It just has a slip cover. It was a fun game. I need to beat it. The Croft Steelbook Edition of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which I've heard really good things about this. Really cool collection. Love this game. Have the Ultimate Edition of Gears of War 4, which I love Gears of War, and Gears of War 4 was really fun. And I also have the Ultimate Edition of Gears of War 5, which I did not enjoy this one as much as the other Gears games, but I do need to finish beating Gears of War 5, though. I would like to see the end of the story for it, because I know they're working on a Gears of War 7, so that's kind of cool. Red Dead Redemption 2, I got the collector's edition. I have the outer box, I'll show you guys in a moment, but this is the steelbook. I love it. This is actually one of my favorite steelbooks in my collection. Just love the red steelbook and just how it looks really nice. This is a steelbook for the Dark Pictures Anthology. I got this as a pre-order bonus for buying one of the games new, so I have the little pre-order steelbook, which is cool. Fallout 4, which I own the Pip-Boy edition. You guys will see here soon, but this is the steelbook that came with it. The Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus. This is the steelbook. You guys will see that. The actual box with the rest of the collector's edition later on in the video, but I got the steelbook. I also got this pre-order bonus of State of Decay 2 that I won in a contest. Really cool. Love this game. Cyberpunk 2077. I enjoyed this game. I have the big collector edition, which you guys will see in just a moment. Beyond a Steel Sky. Really cool steelbook edition. Loved this game. Enjoyed playing through. I beat the game twice. That's how much I enjoyed it. Great game. Still brand new and sealed, haven't opened it yet, but I got the premium edition of Mortal Kombat 11. Got a good deal on this at the local game store. On clearance from GameStop, I got the Surge 2 limited edition, still sealed. Still need to play the first Surge game and then eventually play this one. It is action RPG, looks fun. This is brand new, but I opened it. It was the Black Sad Under the Skin limited edition. Another one I got on clearance from GameStop. Has some postcards and a lenticular image. Really interesting story game I'm looking forward to playing. Halo 5 Guardians. This is the limited edition. I was a little disappointed in Halo 5. It's not as good as the other Halo games. I do need to beat it, but it's definitely one of the weakest entries in the entire Halo series. Assassin's Creed Valhalla Ultimate Edition Steelbook. I missed. This came with a season pass. I missed the pre-order for this. Thank God I was able to get it on clearance from GameStop's website later on. Really happy to have that in my collection. Assassin's Creed Odyssey Gold Edition. I was able to buy it used, and it did not have the code used, so I got the season pass. That was awesome. And then I also got Assassin's Creed Origin, the Gold Steel Edition, used at GameStop. Sadly, the DLC code was redeemed. However, they had a big sale, like Microsoft always does, and I was able to buy the DLC for it for cheap. So I've got that awesome game. And then there's my Ultimate Edition of Red Dead Redemption 2, an amazing game that I do need to go back and beat. Awesome. Yakuza Like a Dragon, the Itchy Steelbook Edition, still sealed. I need to eventually play this. This is, what is it, Yakuza 7. I have not played it yet, but I gotta beat the other ones, and eventually I'll open it and play it. Great game. Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. I got the Steelbook Edition, came with an art book, digital soundtrack. Was a little disappointed in this game. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but I still have enjoyed playing it. Still happy to have this in the collection. Life is Strange Limited Edition, which I got used at my local game store. Came with a little book and a soundtrack CD. I heard really good things about this. People had recommended it to me, so I'd like to check it out here eventually. Looks cool. And I have Valkyria Revolution, the Vandergand Edition with an exclusive soundtrack and pin, which I got used at my local game store, and it's a little RPG, looks kind of fun, so I got that. Alright guys, and I will take a look at the other collector's editions, the bigger ones that I have out on display here in the game room. Alright, and now we'll take a look at my Xbox One and Xbox Series X collector's editions that I own. First up, this is the largest collector's edition by far in my collection. It is the Cyberpunk 2077 collector's edition. It is absolutely massive. It looks a lot larger in person because it is just crazy large. It has a huge statue in it. It came with a steelbook. It came with a map. There's like an art book. I think there's a couple of patches. There's some really cool stuff came with this one. And I got this used for a really good deal at one of my local game stores. Now, I know a lot of people hated this game when it launched, but I played this game post-launch where they had all of the patches and stuff, and I never had an issue with it. And then I started playing on my Xbox Series X because they did create an Xbox Series X version of this game where the graphics are increased a lot and they really fix a lot of issues that the older console versions had. And I would definitely say it is worth playing now, today, and I'm really glad to have this one in my collection as I really love this game. I even own the Collector's Edition strategy guide for it as well. This game will give you hundreds of hours of content to play through if you do everything in the game. Multiple endings, just really fun game to play that I would recommend you guys check out. Alright, and then moving on, I do have the Skylanders Swap Force starter pack there. I also have the Skylanders Imaginators starter pack. Over here, I have my Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition. Really awesome game, love Fallout 4, and I was so glad that I was able to pre-order this Pip-Boy edition because it comes with a Pip-Boy that you can actually wear on your arm, and you also could put your phone in the Pip-Boy, and then you would download this cool little Pip-Boy app that would let you interact with the game by using the in-game menu on your phone. It was a really awesome feature that sadly has been discontinued as you can't get the app anymore, but I do have it on one of my old phones, but I'm not sure if it would actually still connect with the Xbox or not, but it was a really neat little feature and little gimmick at the time. Really cool. We also have the Dark Souls 3 Collector's Edition. I got this brand new at one of my local game stores. They had it on clearance as somebody had pre-ordered it, but they never picked it up, so they just had been sitting on the shelf for a long time, and they just kept marking it down, and I saw it there and picked it up. Really good game. Love the Dark Souls series, so I was glad to have that one. It has a statue in it as well. I also have the LEGO Dimension Starter Pack, which is an awesome game. I love the LEGO Dimension games. All kinds of different franchises are mixed together and Legos, and it's a really fun game to play with your family. Had a lot of fun with that one. And then down here, might be a little hard to see, but I do have the Mafia 3 Collector's Edition, which this is awesome because it actually comes with a soundtrack on actual vinyl. So it's really heavy, as there's a lot of different vinyls in there of the various soundtracks. Really awesome Collector's Edition. Glad to have that one as well. Up here we have the Elder Scrolls Online. This is the Tamriel Unlimited Imperial Edition. This is an MMO only game, so you know, you have to have the internet to play it, but I had a lot of fun because it is free to play. But I got this collector's edition on clearance at GameStop. Really awesome. I also got the Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus collector's edition that has a Terrorbilly doll. I missed out on pre-ordering it when it was first released, so I didn't think I'd ever get it. But a buddy told me that GameStop was clearancing them out brand new for $30. So my brother and I went out to 2 different GameStops and we picked up the last copies they had. So I still have the Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus with that really sweet Terrorbilly doll. And then I've got LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. And this was a Walmart edition that I found at one of my local game stores. Still brand new. Even has a little bonus LEGO Batmobile minifig, which is pretty cool. And then this is Ori and the Will of the Wisp Collector's Edition. Brand new and sealed. It's another one I got on clearance from GameStop. And over here I have the last of them. I have the Batman Arkham Knight Limited Edition, which I love the Batman Arkham series, but I never played the Arkham Knight yet, so I was able to find the Collector's Edition for a good price locally. Picked it up. I actually own all the Collector's Editions now for the Batman Arkham games. Really awesome series, and I can't wait to eventually play it. Next up, we have this Deus Ex Mankind Divided Collector's Edition. I got this brand new on eBay for $7 with free shipping. Somebody in one of my Xbox groups on Facebook had shared a post saying that somebody had like 50 or 100 of these or something for sale and you should buy one for yourself. So I went in there and picked it up. And, you know, I was like, well, if they don't send it, you know, the worst case scenario, I'll get my money back. But I was surprised. It was packed really well and they sent it to me. Now, I wasn't one of those people who was an asshole. I didn't go and buy like 50 copies up so I could corner the market and sell it to everybody, you know. I just got one for myself to have for my collection. And what's really cool is it's triangle shaped and it does have a statue in there. Really awesome. And the last one here is the Titan Quest Collector's Edition, which I love Titan Quest. Really awesome isometric action RPG. And I had missed out on pre-ordering this one as well, but I got really lucky and found a cheap sealed copy on eBay a few years ago, and I was really happy to add this to my collection as I really love this game. Alright guys, I'll go here to the final part of the video. Alright guys, so that was an updated look at my Xbox One and Xbox Series X collection. It's a fantastic console. I have been playing a lot of games on my Xbox Series X since I got it back in February. I still have a lot of games in my backlog. You guys saw I have a massive collection. They're all good games. I have no filler titles for the Xbox One or Xbox Series X, and they're all games that I would like to eventually beat. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if there's any other collections you guys would like to see. I do want to film an updated Xbox 360 and PlayStation 1 video this year. But if there are any other ones you guys would like to check out, let me know. I do have to warn you, though, I don't have all of my games with me, so some collections would be kind of hard to show if most of them are put away in storage. But I will do the best I can. So if there are any collections you guys would like to see an updated collection video of, let me know. I want to thank you guys for watching. Take care. You guys have an amazing day and sleep, and we'll see you next time.